live, gentlemen.
All right.
What's going on? Hell yeah.
Yo.
Dude, okay. I've said thank you to both of you individually. Now I'm going to say thank you collectively. This is something I've been trying to do for a really long time. I think you guys, I already told you, are solid as fuck. I think I'm solid. And I think this is going to be a good, core group. I think we have potential. Basically, what I thought would be cool is, I'm sure most of our stuff will be fitness and health related, with jokes and bullshit. But I feel like what I bring to the table is a different perspective of things. You're fit. You're fucking jacked. You're fucking jacked. Whatever, dude. And I have the other perspective side where I look at you guys and this is where I find my inspiration.
So more like we're muscle building your weight loss.
Yeah. Serious.
That is, I mean, mainly the two sides of fitness in general.
Yeah.
Someone's either trying to build some muscle or they're trying to lose some weight. Outside of, those that just want to maintain their current health and just exercise because it's relief.
Yeah. And I have knowledge.
Yeah.
Of being I used to do powerlifting, and I've been in the gym since I was 12 years old. He's got knowledge because he's done shows. You've got knowledge because you're a fucking trainer.
Yeah.
And I think that people are going to be able to find every side of the story in this room, on this show, because I'm the one who's actually trying to do it. You're the one trying to teach people to do it. You're the one who's done it. And so that's why this whole thing is just, I think it really works. I think it's a good combination.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also believe, he's showing, but because he's done it and he continues to do it. I think we're all going to continue to do it. We might be aiming towards different things, or we might just be in different parts of our lives where we understand this is what I want at this moment, or this is where I'm at because I ate bad for the holidays, or just whatever, I think it's always a continual, process.
Yeah.
You're not ever just this is who I am, this is what I'm going to be.
Right.
And if you are, more power to you. But me personally, I feel like it's always okay, what's either next or what do I got to get to again?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. My goals change every year. I mean, my goals change with my current situation. They change with my age. The more I age, the more I'm okay, I need to make sure that I'm focusing a little bit more on my recovery, but also I want to still be able to lift heavy. So I've been finding more hybrids of that, and it changes yearly. I think reevaluating yourself where you're at and where you want to be over the next year is closer to what we should be looking at rather than where we are or just have one big goal in mind. We have a big goal in mind, but it's minute changes year after year.
See, so I'm hearing that, but me personally, I feel like I've had the same goal every year and I've failed every year.
Have you though?
I disagree.
Not recently. Something's changed in me.
Okay.
Something's changed in me. This year has been way different than all the past years. But as far as diet and exercise and weight loss, I've woken up so many times and been this is when I do it. Now we've changed. But let me eat these cheeseburgers first. You know what I mean? And so this past year is the only time that I can truly say I've been working on myself. I can truly say I've been consistent with trying to achieve goals rather than just breaking. You don't need a fucking cheat meal every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've just been doing it all wrong. So a lot of soul searching and a lot of mental health stuff and a lot of just really learning to be okay with myself has allowed me to kind of break that cycle and make the progress that I'm making, whether how fast or small it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm still making that progress.
Right.
So it was kind of a trip to me to hear, because I'm wondering what kind of goals are you setting for yourself every year when my goal has been the same for such a long time. I wonder what that looks like or what that feels like.
I mean, 2 years ago it was I wanted to be able to power clean 315. Last year it was I want to be able to push press 205 because I was still recovering from shoulder surgery. This year, it's I want to maintain the strength that I have and I want to build better stability in my smaller muscles. I have a trainer that put me through a scapula workout, and it fucking destroyed me. It was really simple movements, but it wrecked me. I was like, holy shit! Like, I do a lot of back work, I do a lot of shoulder work, and I cannot get those muscles to be sore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that she showed me those exercises, right, I was like, okay, this is part of my routine. But then the more I realized it, or the more I thought about it, is I've been building the bigger muscles, but what about the smaller stability muscles? That's not only is it going to help with the fine-tuned movements, but it's also going to help keep my joints in place. It's going to help keep me pain-free. I'm going to be able to have better stabilization overall. And so now this year, my goals are more about stability rather than strength.
What about you?
Yeah, that's like for the last 3 years, that's been my issue. And it's just been a growing issue with like my shoulder. Like I had a left shoulder issue because I was in a car accident. You know, I rehabbed it and got better, and it feels great now. But I think within the process, the right shoulder started to get worse and worse and worse because I was probably favoring it a little bit more. And it's bad to where like, but it's my own fault because there are times when I know I have to do the smaller muscle workouts to build around the shoulder and even just towards the back, like the scapula that you're talking about. And yeah, it's just, you wait until you feel pain to start doing those things. Well, me personally, it's always a reactionary as opposed to being prepared for it and just going through it and building, and to be able to do those push, you know, the heavier pushes. That's been my biggest issue, but also again, like just continual, like to continuously grow as an individual in the gym, because there are things where before I'd be like, I'm not going to do that because that's not what I do. But there are certain workouts you have to do, certain muscles you have to train, like Kyle was saying, that maybe you didn't do previously because you didn't see I guess, the visual. The mirror didn't produce whatever was you're trying to work on because you didn't,
You didn't see the direct benefit.
yeah, you want to work on those muscles that are like, okay, I can see that pops, you know, the biceps, the triceps, the, you know, pecs, legs, you know, calf muscles, whatever. But even that, like you understand what you have to work on more often than others because they could be lagging, or it can just be that's just part of your hereditary, your DNA. Maybe there are some things that aren't going to be as, you know, massive as others. And you learn that as you go, but I think that's what makes it fun. But yeah, I think I'm just my own worst enemy as it pertains to why I have certain injuries, because I don't want to fix them because I just want to keep going, you know.
Having injuries, let me ask you, having injuries, like my left shoulder's now fucked up.
Yeah.
My lower back's been fucked up forever. My knees are shot. And so like I have the go and the drive in my heart, but my body's not keeping up with what I wish I could do and what I know I could do and what I want to do. So it ends up making me feel bad. Not like a failure, but like I'm failing. And I hate that. Do you guys ever feel that way too?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I thought that was just a big guy thing. I'm being serious.
Nah, man. Anytime that earlier this week, I decided I was going to do arms, and I was going to get just a really good pump. I felt like I needed one. So I started doing some of my lifts, and I got 2 exercises in, and I was like, I'm not about it. No way. I didn't feel motivated enough. I was I did overhead tricep extension with 120. Okay, I had 120 pounds over my head. That's literally almost my body weight. And I repped it for 12 like it was nothing.
Nice.
But I had no motivation to finish.
He said like it was nothing.
Like it was nothing.
Nice. No, like
honestly,
more props. Hell yeah.
Well,
might work.
That's awesome.
yeah, dude. And
This
so
is a strong motherfucker. Dude.
No, I bet.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I've done plenty of workout sessions with him, and I'm putting up numbers that are heavy for me. And he's like, "All right, let me do twice that real quick." And I'm like, "You bitch ass."
No, that's impressive, because that's always been one of my things is like I've always wanted to get like stronger as far as like pushing weight, but I've always had like a limit. And as we've gotten to where we're at now,
My phone's ringing.
Oh, nice. I was afraid it was mine. I'm like,
I did too. I was like, is my
It's
phone
me,
going?
but I can't turn it off from my watch. It's not. Fuck. And keep going, dude.
But yeah, like I've lost my train of thought a little bit.
Sorry.
But no, you're good.
He's a beast.
Yeah, so it's got to the point where I don't feel like I ever got to, and not to say that I can't, get to that later on, but even at my age now, like I understand that I don't want to bench press 315. Like it's always like cool if you can do it. Like again, anyone that can do it, more power to you. But that's not my goal at this point in my life. But yeah, there are days where it's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah.
Or you just like, you feel like you're going through the motions. Or even when you're not even in the gym and you're like, why does it look like, because we're all our own worst critics, why does it look like I haven't worked out in a while? Or why is it because I ate this piece of cake that I look like this or I feel like this? And, it shouldn't be that way.
I hate hearing you guys say that shit, dude.
I had that thought this morning.
And
I hate hearing you guys say that because I'm like, what do you mean?
But that's
that
the
doesn't
thing.
make sense to me.
But think about it like this. What are like bodybuilders really doing? Every time that they're trying to improve on themselves, they're like, man, I'm fucking garbage right now. I need to get better.
Yeah.
Right? So even when, to you, yeah, we look fit as hell. Like we don't have anything to improve, but we constantly want to improve. And it's because we feel like we can still be better.
Yeah.
And it's not that we have to be better. It's that we feel we can be. So why not? And so then that's why we do have things where if we didn't do a shit ton of, core that week, right? And then we look down after eating like a burger,
Yeah.
right? And we're like, man, I am not looking good today. I'm like, I haven't looked like I worked out for months.
Yeah.
And it could be like 3 days.
Yeah.
And it's
really that drastic?
Yeah, it can be.
Because again, you only know you can only judge yourself. Like I've had this conversation with you where it's like, how you feel at your optimum, and you're probably there like maybe 2% of your life, through your journey.
Yeah.
That's what you feel like. That's what you think. To others, it might be like, man, this guy is like, but most of the time you just feel like you're just in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
And
but my optima hasn't been since I was like fucking 9 years old.
Okay, but you have a lot more to gain from that because, you said it yourself. You've really, like, buckled down the last year.
Yeah.
And you're still, 29, 30?
I'm 30 now.
Okay, so, dude.
But he's 31?
I'm about to be 31.
31, and look at the difference.
Yeah.
But everyone's journey is different.
I know, dude, but that fucks with me mentally because I'm like, this is where I could have been if I wouldn't have fucked around.
Okay,
but where were you 2 years ago?
Yeah.
When you started your journey?
50 pounds.
So wouldn't you say that that's an improvement?
No, it is. And so what I'm saying is like you guys are talking about if you skip a day or 3 or whatever, you eat that burger, you feel like you can see it. I'm going to be in the gym, and I have been in the gym for the past year, and I don't see it in the mirror. If you guys are in the gym for a year working out, you'll fucking notice big time. That's really discouraging from people my size. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's why
I'm trying to measure it against what you guys are saying to see like if my emotion towards what I'm feeling is the same emotion towards what you guys are feeling.
It's not about the ending result. Our end results are different than your end results. It's about percentage given. How much of your effort, right? Because I'll work out with some of my clients and they'll be like, man, I am not nearly as strong as you. Or they're like, don't expect me to do your weight. I don't expect you to do the same weight as me. I expect you to give the same percentage of effort, right? If my 100% is a 120-pound dumbbell and your 100% is a 50-pound dumbbell, give your 100%. That's fine. Yeah. I want that more than you trying to match what I'm doing.
It's the output.
It is. Yeah. It's all about the output. And that's why we feel the way that we do whenever we skip a couple days is because our output isn't the same as it was 3 days ago.
Okay.
So that's why we are critical of ourselves is because we know we can give more and we just aren't.
Do you think you're as critical of yourself as a big person would be of themselves?
I know.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
The only reason I ask that is because big people, I'm speaking me. Let me not say big people, because a lot of big people are out there and they're real confident and they want to be big, and like that's what they do.
And they should be confident.
And they should.
Yes.
I'm not. I hate my body, which makes me think that I'm bad, which makes me hate me. So my issue with it is I feel like would be more than like what your issue would be with it, because I feel like in life in general, health, fitness, fun, you guys have had an easier time doing life, just living, tying, like we've talked, tying your shoes, fitting in chairs, seat belts. You guys have had a better quality of life than someone like me. So depression and anxiety plays a huge part in what I do, because I am as big as I am, and I can't put up the numbers that you put up, and I can't put up the numbers that you put up. So I feel like I hold a lot on my chest, a lot on my shoulders, and I should be better than what I am, but it's because I'm holding myself to your standards.
Right.
Not my own, and I don't know how to get out of that mindset, and I think a lot of people deal with that, and I think it's so heavy to the point where you don't go to the gym.
Right.
And you don't eat properly, because it's like, what's the point?
So here's the thing.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Do you get what I'm saying? Okay.
I'm carrying around 155 pounds.
Right.
You're carrying around
That's
400.
an ass cheek, dog.
You're carrying around 455 pounds. Okay. My deadlift story about earlier, right, where I told you I felt like my rib popped out. I was deadlifting 405.
Yeah.
That's still not even you.
Right.
Right. You stand up with 450 pounds on you.
Yeah.
You're already deadlifting more than I am.
Okay.
Okay. By 50 pounds. You're
Right.
already 50 pounds stronger than I am.
Like when we did shoulders.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. So you and me, we were matching weights on the dumbbells.
Right.
Right. But you still have more weight on you that you're having to push.
Did I tell you about that?
Your arms. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
What were we using? Let's just pick a number. We were using 20-pound dumbbells, and we were doing shoulder raises, and he was fucking killing it, dude. And I was struggling like a motherfucker.
Well, because you got more to pick up.
Right. And so I told him, I was like, all right, dude, what do you think my arm weighs?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
40 pounds? 45 pounds an arm plus the 20-pound dumbbell?
Mm-hmm.
Go pick up, what'd you pick up?
65s.
He picked up, was it 65s?
It was, I think we said that it was, no. It was
I thought
20, it was 20 pounds extra on each arm. And so then you said 45s. So you said go grab 45s.
So he grabbed 45 dumbbells and was doing the exercises that he was doing. And then you can see, I could see him making the faces that I was making.
The visible strain. It
That's
sucked.
what that feels
I
like.
was able to get it, but like my 8, 9, 10 was here. And he was still 8, 9, 10, right? So he's stronger than I am, right? He's stronger than I am.
Maybe pound for pound.
Yeah.
I can't put up numbers that you can.
Right. But you also are carrying more weight to start, right? So my starting weight is 155. Your starting weight is still 300
How much do you
pounds.
weigh right now?
155.
Okay, if for some reason all the fat melted off me, but I kept all my muscle and I was at 155, I'd be a shit ton stronger than you.
Yeah, exactly.
Just by default, though.
Yes,
Right.
Exactly.
I think it would take you a bit because you would weaken because of all the weight you lost. I think you would have to build your strength because it's. I get what you're saying. If it just like magically went away, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But if you like, because the only reason why I say so is like when a boxer loses weight to fight someone that's like 7 pounds less, he's not as strong.
Right.
Even though he's burning all the fat to get to that. You know
I'm
what
talking
saying?
magic, bro.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like
That'd
you
be
wake
okay.
up, you go to bed 450, you
I
wake
could
up
snap my
150.
fingers and be 150
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
you'd be like twirling this on your.
I wouldn't even be able to be 150.
Dude, your
muscle
jump
to be 150.
Your jump alone will put you through the ceiling.
Yeah, I couldn't even be 150.
Because you're used to being able to push an extra 300 pounds on top of what we are.
And you wouldn't look right 150 because you're
No.
taller.
Honestly,
I think I have more muscle than 150.
I think you'd be
Yeah.
I think you'd be happiest between probably 225 and 250,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because
250 be solid, bro.
Oh, yeah,
you would literally
maintain
just
that, yeah.
you would be a swole version of me.
Yeah.
70 pounds extra on me still.
Yeah. That'd be
Right.
dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
We'll get you there, bro.
I'm trying. Man.
We'll get you there.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, you have those moments, and you look at people that are in shape, and you're like, well, how the hell do they have those moments if it's nothing like that? But you're kind of using it as motivation because you're wanting to see what that feels like. And again, like, you're gonna have those times where it's like, what's the point? you know, because I still have those moments where it's like, and we've had this conversation as well, where like I've never taken anything more than like creatine or protein.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as far as I'll ever go because I just don't want to dabble into other stuff. But when you feel like you hit those walls, you know, and you know, I'm not talking sexually.
Oh, bro. Sidewall all the way, bro.
I shouldn't even have said nothing. But
I'm boxed in, but whatever.
yeah, I mean, yeah, when you feel like you hit, you know, the proverbial wall and you don't want to, you know, get into that, you start thinking like, what if I just took the next step, whatever that is? And I've had those thoughts, you know, every year.
Yeah, where's the natural test boosters? Like I keep trying to be like, okay, where's the plant? I want to find the plant test boosters.
Exactly,
because that's my doorway into.
And you know why?
Breaking that wall.
Testosterone.
And the biggest thing is not because you know I envy someone that does steroids, like, and I have nothing against people that do that. Like, more power to them. But my thing is like, I feel with the amount of work that I put in, and how hard I push myself, I expect more. And that's the biggest thing. And that's a thing where you can kind of like derail yourself and like you're looking at something else that supposedly isn't natural and you can't get to that, but you want to still. You still want to get to that.
Yeah.
To the best of your ability. So you try to find ways, you know, but
what helps me with that though is I think about the law of diminishing returns.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So it's that, you know, you can get so much that first time, but then the second time you're only going to get like so much of that you got. Right. So if you got 100% the first time, you're probably going to get like 92% the second time, and then 88%.
Of what?
Of your returns. Mm-hmm. So like the amount of work that you put in, right? So like your first year, you lost 90 pounds in your first year, right? So I'm not anticipating you're going to lose another 90 pounds in the next year. I want you to, but the law of diminishing returns would tell me that you're probably going to lose closer to like 70, 75 pounds.
Yeah, that percentage falls down.
Your percentage drops over time.
Because in my head this year, I've told myself that I want to lose 150 by 23.
I mean, it's okay.
I really
it's
feel
cool
like
to put a number on it.
Do it naturally.
Yeah.
Without a surgery, just through diet, and they're not even exercising. They're just walking. Like, I'm thinking of one specific person. He's dropped 200 pounds this year.
What was his starting weight?
520.
And he's been working out for a year.
He's been eating.
Okay.
Or not eating.
He's been eating 2,000 calories a day.
Okay.
Okay, but he has a better idea of this. But my opinion on that is like, if you are going to the gym and you're pushing weight, you're going to need more nutrients to maintain whatever you're doing. Because even though you believe it or not, you're still building muscle while you're burning fat. So again, it's that combination of like, okay, you might take fat out, but then you're building muscle. Muscle's always going to outweigh fat. Mm-hmm. Now, fat's going to look more proportion, like you can fill it in a bucket a lot easier than muscle. Muscle is like dense.
It's super dense.
So that's why that's not realistic. I don't think it's even healthy.
Well, and because the guy wasn't exercising.
He's not even in the gym.
So here's why.
He's walking.
That guy's not exercising really, right?
Yeah,
so
he's older.
So his basal metabolic rate isn't going up.
Yeah.
Right? You're exercising. So your metabolism is increasing, meaning your basal metabolic rate is going to go up, which means that your body's burning more calories at rest. If you take it over a 24-hour period and you don't move for 24 hours, however many calories you burn in that day, that's your basal metabolic rate. So then you take that along with your work where you walk a lot, then you come into the gym 5 days a week, you're burning so many extra calories already, but your metabolism is also starting to increase over time. That's your basal metabolic rate increasing, which means your total caloric output is increasing.
I think that makes sense for people that have like 50 pounds to lose. I don't think that math adds up when you have like 300 pounds to lose, because there's no way my metabolism is going to catch up to where I'm eating 2,000 calories a day and I stay at this same.
But then what's going to end up happening is that if you aren't nourishing your body, this is where it ties into what Jesse was saying, is that when you're nourishing your body properly, if you don't nourish it well enough, you're not going to be able to push any of the weight in the gym. So then what's going to happen is you're going to feel like you're getting weaker, and then you're going to get discouraged, and then you're going to stop going to the gym. That's what's happening.
Nod your head like.
That's what's going to happen.
It's what it is.
And so then that's where you become more critical of yourself. And then what happens? You start to fall off your nutrition. This guy is only walking and eating 2,000 calories a day.
Kicking out. I'm talking about Chuck. I'm going to shout him out to this video.
So here's the thing is that because his plan hasn't changed, he's stuck with that, right? But if you have a bad week, right? Or if you are off your nutrition for just a little bit and you had been on for so long, right? Your body's going to react to that, and then it's going to show up in the gym. You're going to feel weaker, and then when you feel weaker, you're discouraging yourself. So then you're going to stop going to the gym, and then you're going to say, fuck it, why am I doing this? And then you're going to start eating poorly again.
Every time, you don't think that there's any way that willpower can be like that? I'm not going to do that.
But you're the one that's saying that you experience this all the time. So
no, I know, but
you want your willpower to come through, and that's what I'm saying is that you have to remember that. You have to keep that in mind when you start to get discouraged. Remember your goals. Remember what you're trying to strive for.
You're right. Hey, you called me out. You're right.
That's why that's happening. That's why he was able to lose it so quickly. It's because his mindset didn't change. He stayed motivated all the way through.
Yeah.
Right? But because you didn't nourish your body right for 1 week, it started to affect you in the gym. And so then when it affected you in the gym, your mindset dropped. And then you lost sight of what the end goal was. So then you said, fuck it.
Okay.
And like
Hey, don't call me out like that, though, you know?
yeah, well, we're going to.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm just saying, bro.
You're going to get called out. Now,
I'm not trying to bullshit. Can I
no.
just say
yeah,
that?
no, you're...
I got called out, but I am not trying to bullshit.
No. I want you to understand that is the mindset that you need to keep in mind, is you have to keep that.
Okay, and I appreciate you letting me know.
Yeah.
And it's my belief that anything...
Doesn't he look like fucking Willem Dafoe?
Anything that goes from here to like here has a better chance of coming back up to here because of that fast
rapid
crash. Now, if you're doing this, I think you're going to be better off staying and just cruising like that.
That's what just happened to me. I went to California for these 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's, and we drank and we ate and we drank and we ate, and that's all we did. I put on 30 pounds, bro. Now, a lot of it's water weight.
Yeah.
But that's discouraging as fuck because I stepped on the scale and I'm like, I've already seen this number. I've lost this number 3-4 times already.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's shit.
But that's why it's difficult to keep rapid weight loss off, or rapid muscle gain.
Much cooler.
Rapid muscle gain too. Yeah. It looks so much cooler, but
it's a cooler story. Like I said, there's a lot of times where I already wake up and I hate myself and I hate my body, and I'm like, man, it'd be cool if I could lose 200 pounds in a year. Yeah. Maybe then I'd love myself. But so I got that.
So you want the magic?
But what if you lost?
I got that toxic way of thinking.
But what if you lost 200 pounds? If you lost 200 pounds, doesn't matter the time frame. You lost 200 pounds.
Yeah.
And you've been healthy your entire life. Would you rather have that rather than say, yeah, I want to lose this 200 pounds in a year, and then you fail at it for any reason, for whatever reason it may be? Then you're more discouraging yourself, right? As opposed to, I want to hit my goal. I don't care what time frame I'm in. I want to hit that goal. As long as you keep that end goal in mind, it's not going to matter how long it takes you. You're going to make that a lifestyle, and it's going to become your routine. It's part of who you are. And so then when you keep that in mind, you're going to hit that end goal. It may not be in a year, and it may not be the evolutionary weight loss story of our time, but you did it rather than you failed at it. You did it.
Yeah. That number that you put out there, the 150 or the 200 pounds, whatever that is, have that determination that that's the number you want to get to and do what you want to do. But realistically, or not even, I don't even want to say realistically, because everyone does special things. I don't think anything's like impossible. And don't ever feel that way either. But okay, we'll call it, what do you weigh right now, if you don't mind me asking?
So after California, I just stepped on the scale today and I weighed 468.
Okay. So what if I told you that
466, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter, but it matters.
Okay, what if I told you that 10 to 12% loss each year is probably the way it's going to happen if you continue this way? Just Think about that.
So drop 10% of 466. That's 46.6 pounds. Okay. That puts you in the 420s.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you drop another 10% of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's 42.2 pounds. Okay. That puts you in the
Like
380s.
Yeah, 375,
Okay.
378.
Now lose another 38 pounds off of that. Okay. Percentage wise, you're going to be dropping. Yeah, it's going to be slow, steady, but it's going to be consistent and it's going to stay.
Yeah.
It's more likely to stay.
And by the time you're 33, you're going to be at like between 325 and 350. Okay.
That's 100 pounds off. That's 110 pounds right there.
And that's big. And it's going to be a lot better for you health wise. And again, like you're not going to, the mentality is perfect. You have to think like, if you want to say 100, yeah. If at the end of the day that 100's 45 or 50, it's still a fucking win. No matter what.
I know what you're saying. I hear you. I really do.
We just don't have patience.
It's not that you don't. It's not. No. I'm a prisoner in my own body. Now, if you take that to a regular prisoner in a prison and you're like, hey, dude, you can escape today or you can do your sentence, do your process, and work your way out.
Okay. You can escape today, but you have to kill 3 guards on the way out.
They're fucking dead.
And they're going to find you eventually. Or instead of doing a lifetime
Okay, so I shot
sentence,
myself in the foot with that analogy, but I'm telling you, I feel so fucking trapped.
Yeah, you do your 3 years. Do your 3 years. Maybe get an education while you're in there. Come out and you're free
And have a job.
Yeah, new man.
I just feel so trapped that I just want out. You
Right.
know what I mean? I just
You're
want
getting
out.
out.
but
You're
if
evolving.
you look at instead of a life sentence, you can cut it down to 5 years
Mm-hmm.
with some hard work
Oh yeah.
and patience.
Dude, by the time you're 35, you're gonna be 250. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with waiting 5 years to drop 200 pounds?
Nothing. If I answer that truthfully on paper, nothing. But it's an emotion.
Right.
It's an emotion that I feel that I know a lot of people feel. And I don't know if you guys feel it.
And what if
I think you do, actually, because you just brought up steroids.
Yeah. Well, okay. It's the same analogies. What if I told you, like, if you went through the process in 5 years, you'll be 250, 275. Okay. And you'll maintain that weight or whatever you want health-wise for the rest of your life. Or do 200 in a year, but I can almost guarantee you that by the time you're 35, 36, 37, you're going to get closer to 400 than you are to your 250 again. Because that's just not sustainable to just cut it off. It's just, that's not how it works.
That'd be like saying that we could get you an extra 50 pounds of muscle over a year just by taking testosterone.
Yeah.
But now, if you want to keep that, you have to keep taking testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, the minute that you stop taking it, you're going right back down to the weight you're at now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same side of things.
I would do it.
For
I have a
2
client-
years of happiness and possibly getting back to that.
So hold on. I have a client actually who...
And then I want you guys to tell me, how do I break that mentality?
I have a client who was on testosterone. He just got off of it. Okay. The reason why he just got off of it is he realized that he was having to put so much extra into his body to stop the shrinking balls. Okay.
That's real?
Yeah. He had to make sure that he had to have a counter steroid to stop growing boobs.
Already got those.
Okay. Yeah, but he wanted to gain muscle. Okay. So he's on the gaining side of things, right? But he now has to take 4 different things just to get the one item that he wanted, which was more strength. Or he can go back to a natural state and then work for what he's got. But then everything that he gains, he's going to keep. He's 55 years old. And I've been working with him for about maybe 3 weeks. And he's like, I had trainers in the 80s. I had trainers in the 90s. I had trainers in the 2000s. And I've gone through 3 trainers at your gym right now. I have not had a workout this tough. But I feel so much stronger for doing so. And I feel like it's going to be more sustainable for me than me being on the testosterone that I just got off of. He felt stronger that day doing it naturally with me rather than when he was on T.
So what do I do?
You're doing it.
You're doing it, man.
To break the mental, though. Obviously, I'm not in a good mental space.
So you know how you keep saying, like, you'll keep waking up and go, today's the day I'm going to do it, right? Today I'm one step closer to reaching that goal. Today I'm one step closer. Tomorrow I'm going to be another step closer towards that goal. It's not I have 6 months to do this. If I slip up today, then I'm fucked. It's I am one step closer to that goal.
You really think I could be 250 by 35?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That is a better shot than trying to hit 250 by the end of this year.
Yeah. No, it's just the truth, man.
Hey, fuck your guys' knuckle bust.
What
man.
you're trying to do is make me disappear,
issues.
disappear, and a third of him disappear in a year, essentially, or him and a third of me disappear in a year.
Yeah, but
You're not gonna do that.
But I've seen people do it.
We've already explained to you why, though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I just don't. I'm in denial. I don't want it to be that way. I know. I get it. I'm just being real with you. Can I be
So
real?
it's like the mental
but
thing.
honest?
But then here's what you have to remember. Where were you 2 years ago?
Oh, dude.
Who would you rather be? Would you rather be you 2 years ago or you now?
Me now.
So then why do you feel like future you is so much better than you now that you're going to stop working to try to get to future
Oh,
you?
yeah. That's awesome. To just have future you just sitting there waiting for you.
'Cause
and
now
like,
in
do it the
5
right way.
years-
I'm right here for you. You know?
Yeah.
In
Or-
5 years, you're going to be going, man, I remember when I was 30 and I wanted to drop that 200 pounds in a year. And I remember when that mindset changed. I feel so much better now having gone through the 5 years of work that I did to get to where I'm at, rather than think that there was some shortcut I could take to drop that 200 pounds in a year. And then I'm going to ask you in 5 years, when we're still doing this show, I'm going to ask you, who would you rather be? 5 years ago, you, or you now? And what's your answer going to be?
Well, me now. Yeah. Well, me now then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
Back to the future.
I go back to like the beginning stages of your shows and just looking at the difference, like your face,
Yeah.
your body, it's a big difference, dude.
Yeah.
Like you might say, well, 50, 60 pounds isn't much compared to whatever, like, but yeah, it is, dude. Because you're doing it the right way. And you're gonna, dude, it's so hard to break habits, and you're gonna have this roller coaster. But as long as your will continues to go up, it doesn't matter if you have, like, it's healthy sometimes to just, you're gonna mess up sometimes. And you're gonna feel like shit, but that's the good thing. You want to feel like shit when you do it because that means you're on the right track. Now, if you just do it, you're like, I don't give a fuck, like whatever. I am what I am. Then you're gonna be stuck.
Yeah.
So I think part of having that mental game, that feeling like, I think that's part of it for you to continue to grow. Because if you didn't have that, then you wouldn't give a shit. I think that just goes in conjunction to what everything you're doing. And, like you're just doing it. You're in the groove right now. You just have to just continue, We had that conversation in the locker room about like, we started talking about like crumble cookies and things like that. I'm going to go get one. And I was like, yeah, it sounds good as shit. And I'll do that. Hell yeah. But then it's like a Wednesday and we're kind of like in the middle of like our diet or whatever, or, however you break your things up. And it's like, okay, your thoughts right now. And when you have that in your hand, you'd be like, this is the shit. But then after you eat it, what are you going to tell yourself?
It's not worth it.
Like, what did I just do? I just had, 600, 700 calories in a cookie. I could have made a big ass bowl of like chicken and teriyaki, whatever, not even get to the 700, and you'd be like satisfied. And you'd be gaining muscle. Or you'd be recovering your muscle, I should say.
Let me ask you this. We know what motivates me.
Mm-hmm.
And what motivates me is I just want to be alive. The way I'm going, the way that I was going, there was no way I was going to be alive. What motivates you specifically? Why do you show up in the gym every day? Why do you put in such the hard work? even though people would look at you, I've looked at you and I've gone, that's my dream body. You are walking around and you are walking around with people's dream body, and still you show up every day for yourself. And I want to know why. What motivates you?
Well, because I think we all have that dream body we look at, or we understand that if we don't, it goes away. You know,
Are you afraid of that?
afraid of it going away?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of that because I know I'm there. You know, if I didn't want to be there, I'd be scared like shoot. Which is sometimes the reason why I don't tend to some of my injuries, because I don't want to miss out on that. You know, maybe in the long run it's pretty dumb. I should at least be rehabbing some of my injuries. But no, man, like I think for me personally, and Kyle will probably, you know, extend on this, is where it's like we all have something we work for. It doesn't matter where you're at. And you try to push the limits to what people say you can and can't do. Like you can't look like this naturally. Well, watch me. Yeah. I'm gonna do my best. It's probably not, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be things that I can do that you wish you can do, and you're on some other whatever. And you brought up a great point. One of the reasons why I don't get into those things is because I don't want the side effects. I don't want long-term effects. I don't want anything to mess with my health. That's like, why would I do that? It's like you're sabotaging your health for
better health,
for awesome maybe 5 years,
right?
When I can be awesome for the next 40 years naturally. Like
and look back on it and just remember the times that you thought that you needed it.
Yeah.
And you know why? You know what? I didn't need it then, and I can prove that because look at me now.
And it's funny because I'm pretty sure I brought this up on the podcast I was on last time. Is the reason why I've always been athletic. Like I played sports in high school, whatever, but I was never like in the gym lifting weights. But then being a big WWE fan and just like watching wrestling, I'm like, I want to look like that.
You do. How many times?
But when I started,
like Eddie Guerrero, bro.
When I started, that dude was on some good stuff.
Okay, and
bro,
you look like a smaller version of him. You're fucking jacked.
And that's what keeps me going, because I don't want to be the smaller version of anybody. But
you're even wearing a jacket and shirt. I wish you were topless and shredded right now. Coconut oil.
Definitely not shredded, but you got to remember we just went through Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Such a fucking liar, bro.
I don't know. I'm pretty well rounded out right about now too.
No, it's like
liar.
No, man. Like I was like, I want to look like them, and like you get to a point where it's like, you know what? I'm 5'7", 5'8" on a good day, on a super good day. Does 225 pounds of just straight up muscle look right on my frame? And I'm like, you know what? Like, no. I weigh 166 right now, 165, and it's like, I weighed 190 at one point, but that was sloppy.
Yep.
And that was, yeah, and it just doesn't work for me. Like,
what do you mean sloppy?
Like, no. It just, Were
you fat?
It was, yeah,
I was my fat.
Oh.
So
I had my fat self. For me, it was when I stood down, I went to go look at the scale and I had to crane my neck forward.
Hell yeah.
When I did that, I said, fuck this.
Yeah. When you have to feel like you have to walk like, and just personally, like, and tuck in your stomach, or, that if you're at certain angles, you got the extra neck or whatever. Like, it's just, we all have something that we're not used to or we get to.
Yeah.
And it's like, we got to do something about it. And that's kind of like me. Like, that's what gets me going, is like, if I ever see any inclination where it's like, no. And then it's like, okay.
No.
I'm already going to you can tell when you're eating bad for like a few days.
Yeah.
And you start, the day you're eating it, you're like, man, look at all these gains, whatever. Like, it feels good. It feels nice and full. But then like 2 days later, you're like, sloppy. And then you're like, I go to the gym, so what am I doing wrong? Then you're like, man, I got to change up my diet for the next 3 weeks and get back to that. But it's just a continuous thing. You just go like, I don't know.
And you did a show. And you said you would never do one again.
Nope, I regret it, man. No, I regret
afterwards.
Yeah, I regret that afterwards. I don't regret the process, because it showed a lot about me. Like, I felt like I was like, man, I didn't know I can actually withstand all this. But
It's taxing.
oh yeah,
Have you done a show?
No.
Would you ever?
No.
Have you ever trained people to do a show?
Yes.
and so
I
and the
didn't
worst,
like doing it.
yeah, the worst thing was like, I already had the frame for it. I had already been working out, and basically the way I look now, I kind of feel like that's what I was before I started doing the cut, and usually the people that get into these shows give themselves a good 12 to 16 weeks to start.
Yeah.
I got in with like 9 weeks left because I was like, let me do it. And they're like, well, there's a show coming up in 9 weeks, but that's kind of cutting it. And I'm like, I don't care. I can do it. I'm going to do it. And I did. And
Can you walk me through that process a little bit?
so I had somewhat of the diet already down, but not to the extent where it's like, hey, every 2.5 hours, make sure you're eating this and this much of that and weighing stuff. Even that is just taxing because before you just pour stuff on your plate knowing what you kind of need. But then when you get a scale and you can start weighing things like for everything and your fridge turns into like the same thing over and over again, maybe you mix out like some rice for like,
Sweet potato.
yeah.
That's what I'm doing now.
And then like no salt.
Yeah.
No yolks in your eggs and just plain stuff. And then maybe like in between in the middle, they're like, okay, you can go have a burger to kind of just like even things out or whatever. And which they didn't let me do because I only had 9 weeks. I didn't have the full time. So it's just like, nope, you got to keep it straight. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Not to mention that I still have a bad habit of having a real bad Sunday cheat day.
Yeah.
Where I feel bad every Sunday night. And it's still my issue and I can't get rid of it. I don't know. I can be on point Monday through Saturday, but then Sunday it's just like, go. But when I was doing that, I cut all that out. Took second place, long story short. But because he was like, we can continue to train you so you can gradually get back to where you want to get to. I was like, I think I know what I have to do. I didn't though. Just because you know what you're doing in the gym doesn't mean you knew how to like get your diet back on plan because you cut a shitload of water, like liquids and stuff. So you're supposed to like gradually get back to, you shouldn't like go from the way you were eating from one day to another. I did that. And I gained 15 pounds in 3 days.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. And it was just like,
hell yeah.
holy. And then
What'd that do to you?
in the moment, I felt like I was a beast in the moment, But then as time went on, I couldn't get back to feeling how I felt because it messed up my metabolism. It really damaged it. And it took me about a year and odd months to like feel like the way I used to be where I can just maintain and just be this person. Nah, man. It was like the things I was doing wasn't working and I just felt like I was stuck. And I was like, this is not me. And that's why I didn't want to do it. Yeah, there's the right ways to do it, but when you do a crash course, it's just, for me, it just wasn't worth it, and that's not who I was. And the process, I believe, helped me as, like, if shit were to go down and you can't eat certain things, then I could probably, I'll manage. But,
But you wouldn't want to do it again to just walk around shredded like that?
No, I would still like to be shredded, not like that shredded, because you kind of feel weak, and you're like, you don't feel shredded, dude. It doesn't feel the way it looks. Yeah, they put the brown spray paint on you or whatever so that you look like, but naturally like that. Like if you're on steroids, you're gonna look awesome, yeah. But if you're just doing the natural shows or whatever, you just feel like 10% of who you are.
Because by the time that you're at show ready, you're the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Up to that point. But you've done it all naturally, as opposed to having to just extreme dehydration right before, where you don't have the energy to really stand, and like you're having to curl 5-pound dumbbells in the back just so that you can get that extra little pump, and then you're flexing on stage and cramping, and you can't let that go. And then all of a sudden you're getting a Charlie horse in the back of your hamstrings, and you're like, oh fuck, yep, no, I have to bend this and continue to flex this cramping hamstring of mine.
Yeah.
Damn. What I wanted to ask you? What's the hardest part being a personal trainer? Like, what frustrates you the most working with people and habits that you are continually seeing? Like, do you just have people that you train that are just fucking rock stars?
I mean, I have some that enjoy, they're like, I don't care what you do to me. I want you to make me suffer.
I don't.
Like, I actually have a little photo album in my phone called EOS Knockouts.
Yeah.
And they're all clients that are just laying on the floor after just a monster sesh. And they're doing the you're on your back and you're clapping your knees together trying to catch your breath.
Oh,
you know? Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, good shit, man. Good shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's called getting out of bed.
Oh man, you gotta stretch, man. You gotta stretch.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta
Right.
stretch.
But every client's different. You know, everyone has their struggles. There are some clients who just they just want somebody to talk to and talk them through. Some people want to learn, so they're like, all right, I want you to teach me, 8 different movements just for my shoulders, because then in 3 days I'm going to do shoulders again, and I'm going to do these movements so I can start incorporating it in my own gym routine.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I'd been, like I said, I'd been in the gym for forever, and I just wanted
Right.
somebody else's expertise and knowledge.
Well, and that's why, like, that first arm day that we did, right, when I handed you, like, the 22-pound dumbbells, and you're like, dude, what the fuck is this? You know I curl 50s, right?
Right.
Like, I'm aware of that.
Right.
You haven't curled my 22s.
No. You know what? The favorite exercise you had me do was those 7s.
Oh, the 777 curls?
Oh, dude.
Half up, half down,
Oh,
full.
and then all the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro. Fuck your mom with those, dude. Those are hard to keep up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what weight you use.
Yeah.
Just that movement, that control, that's crazy.
Slow and controlled, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
But-
I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but
you're good.
I commend you for being a personal trainer because one, you're helping people obviously, and you're being patient because you have to be, because these people are starting at different stages of their lives. Like some might be over here, some are down here. You got to be able to treat those people differently, and have that that knowing that they're starting off and I have to be a certain way with them, but still push them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have different levels of that. But also because firsthand, about 5 years ago, before I did the show, I wanted to get into personal training, and took some classes for it. And then never got my certificate, but the gym that I was working at was letting me still personal train as I was working through it, kind of like a beginner's course or whatever. And I loved working with different types of people. What I didn't like is when someone would start and then they wouldn't even show up again.
Mm-hmm.
Not because, I'm not getting mad at them, but I just felt like, I feel like you give something of yourself to that person because you feel like you want them to reach a certain stage and you're willing, and you emotionally have to put yourself into that. But then when they don't show up again, it's kind of like, really?
I
and
give
that's
a lot of
that.
myself to my
That's
clients.
what I was asking you.
I give a lot of myself to my clients. I actually thought about what does bug me the most about my clients is that I get a lot of apologies. I get said sorry to. If I have 16 sessions in a day, 14 of them will say sorry.
For what?
Great question. I don't know. They'll be like, I'm sorry, man. I'm having such a hard time
I've
today.
apologized to you.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, man. I need a break. I'm sorry, man. I need this. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing?
Because it's embarrassing.
But the thing is I designed the workout to make you have to take a break.
Yeah.
To make you want to take a break,
Yeah.
right? Because then the thing is that you take your break, but I'm gonna shorten your break compared to what you are used to, right? If you push yourself till you need a break, you'll take a minute or two. I'm giving you 30 seconds, and then I'm saying pick them back up, right? I'm not rude about it, but I'm like, all right, man, let's go. You can do this, right? Because then it's teaching you to change your mindset. I do that on purpose. It's not like I created this workout and I expect you to hit every single set with perfect form every single time. I want you to suffer the last three reps.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what weight you're using. I'm changing the sets to make you burn for those last 3 reps. to have to go, shit, I can do it. Come on.
Right.
That's the idea. That's where the growth is happening, right? So stop saying sorry. I did that on purpose. Don't apologize for you taking part in my plan.
But that's that mental stuff I was talking about. It's embarrassing.
And so, but that's what I tell my clients is, dude, actually, this is a great example. So there were these guys at my location. They are like, like 6-inch traps, super ripped, right? They look massive. They were dumbbell tricep extending 70s.
Me?
Yeah.
You talking about me? Oh, damn.
They were pressing 70s for like 12, right? And they were struggling. I was like, honestly, guys, I thought you'd be pushing more than that. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, I push 110s for 12 for now. And they're like, bullshit, you don't. So I went and grabbed the 110 and I threw it up and I pressed it for 15. Just little icing on the cake, right? But as soon as I started pressing it, they were like, dude, what the fuck? No, don't touch him. What? Like they were astounded by it, right? And it's because I spent so much time of like pushing myself to those last 3 reps I'm suffering for.
Yeah.
Right? And I've found that because I was able to make this growth, I wanted to share that with my clients. Now, here's the reason why I became a trainer. I'm glad that you actually said that I'm helping people, right? I was medically retired from the Marine Corps. I'm stupid fucked up in the head. That's actually why I go to the gym, is to drown out the voices and drown out the hallucinations I see on a constant basis. I don't like seeing them, so I exercise because I can get some of my aggression and angst out. Yeah. And it also helps prevent those seizures I've had, right? So I remembered when I got out and I started college and I was working out and I was feeling better, right? I lived with survivor's guilt. So I carried all these bodies in Afghanistan and I see them, right? I still blame myself for their deaths. I literally had nothing to do with their deaths, but I still blame myself for them, right? So I started exercising and I realized that it wasn't just helping me physically, it was starting to help me mentally. I was understanding that, I was able to think through my issues while I was working out. So then I said, this is great. I love this. How can I help other people do this? Then I remember being at a different gym in Montana, and I saw these scrawny little shits about our size laughing at this bigger woman on the treadmill, huffing and puffing away, right? And sweating a lot. And they're like laughing and snickering at this girl. And the only thing I can think of is good on her for wanting to improve, for feeling the need to improve on herself. She doesn't have to. She shouldn't have to feel that way, but she does. And I applaud her for making that effort, just like I applaud you for making the same effort, right? You asked me one time, am I the heaviest client that I've had? And I said, yes, right? I am super proud of the effort that you put in. It doesn't matter how much effort you put in. You're putting in effort because you want to improve yourself. And I applaud you for that. That's why you'll never catch me laughing at anybody who's bigger than me or who's struggling in the gym. Is because they're pushing, they're giving an effort. That's the important part to me. And so I wanted to spread that same feeling to every person I could come in contact with. That's why I became a trainer. Yeah.
And that falls into place because sometimes you've said, don't you ever just walk in here and feel like you're like in the top? Right. Yeah. And I tell you, I don't ever feel that way because I don't view myself that way. And plus, I just feel everyone that's in here had the same goals. I feel like everyone is trying to pursue something that they're not at yet, but they're going to get to. So it's more so feeling like equal to everyone. Like you said, like the lady that's on the treadmill, like busting her ass. I don't feel like I'm anything better than that person.
You don't look at her a different way.
I don't.
Have you guys ever looked at me?
You know what? I do look at you in a different way. I'm more proud of you than I am of myself.
Yes. Yep. That brings.
No way.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Every single time.
That hypes me up more than seeing like the jacked guy doing some other shit over there making noises. Like seeing people that are like beginning their journey or just in it, like
seeing grandma walking on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Walking with like 2.5 pound dumbbells. Seeing the guy.
Gym.
Yeah.
Jim, Jim.
Yeah.
There's this guy, Jim.
Probably.
Packers,
EOS,
dude.
older guy, Packers.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah,
Was
yeah.
like
Yeah.
70 something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Jim.
Shout out to Jim.
Hell
Bro.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, dude. There's a guy that comes in with a walker, and he comes in and goes to the pool, right? And he still gets in, and this dude is probably 92 years old, and he gets in and he still exercises. I am super proud of that dude.
There's this cat at the gym. I know you've seen him. You've probably seen him. He's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And he comes in with his lady.
Yep.
And dude, she'll with tie wraps tie his hands to the machine because he can't grip it.
Yeah.
But he'll fucking work out, dude. And when he's done with his set, he'll just sit there like that with his hand tied to the fucking machine.
Yeah.
And then hit another set.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I saw a video of this guy with cerebral palsy doing a 225 clean and jerk.
Oh yeah. Yes.
damn.
And you see
Yes.
like it's this video, it's like a 2-minute video, and you see him like trying and he's like, I couldn't get it. And then he was like, I came back the very next morning and I kept going at it, and then he finally gets it. And it was the clean that he couldn't get. He jerked that thing like it was nothing.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And cerebral palsy, like every time that he failed, he fell. And he got right back up and he
Yeah.
like tried to reset himself. And dude, why would I not be proud of that? Why would I not be more proud of that? Because you are overcoming so much more than I am just to simply be there, to be exercising. You're overcoming way more than I am.
Wow.
That's why I'm more proud of the things that you do. That's why I'm more proud of the things that the elderly generation does. I'm more proud of those things because they're still doing it and they're overcoming all of life's bullshit.
And you said that motivates you?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
everyone in there is, to me, is a peer. Like everything, I feel like everything is on equal footing because you don't know what's going through someone else's head in that moment. You don't know what they've been through. It's just like anything, So it's like, I'm not gonna. That's probably like the most shallow thing you can do is to like look at yourself and compare yourself to someone else and feel like and try to tell yourself why you're better than that person based on what you look like. That's like just me.
I just figured everybody was doing that to me anyway because I've had
You're gonna have
I've had
a
it happen a
shitload of
lot.
people
You're
in
gonna
the
have people
gym
that
that
do
are
that.
like that.
So I just figured everybody was doing it.
Nah, man. Like, and that's remember we were talking about this as well, where it's like that's why for me, and it's fine. Like, I don't need to talk to everyone in the gym. If anything, like whatever, I get to do what I get to do. But we were talking about that thing where like people don't approach me sometimes because they probably think that I'm that guy. Oh, he thinks he's fucking like what you think that I should feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the tough things, It's like it's cool because no one messes with me, but at the same time, it's like I'm far from what you think of as far as that mentality, and it's not even close to that. Like,
True.
I feel like I have the same mentality as that old lady on the treadmill. I just feel like it's just like, no, we're there to do something and dominate whatever we're trying to do, and to be better and to feel like you're in a place where everyone has that same mindset. Not everyone does, and you can kind of like tell, but I'm kind of doing the same thing that people do to me, where it's like, that guy's probably a dick.
Perfect example. Okay. Pat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He doesn't look the way that we do,
Right.
right?
Right.
He started off the way that you did.
Yep.
It's the person. It has nothing to do with it. It could be someone your size making fun of someone like me.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't assume that everybody's thinking that way,
Sure.
right? It's
That's the
you
poor
have to-
self-image in you, dude. That's hard to do.
Exactly.
It's hard to
But
do.
here's the thing is that so then that's when you think back to shit, Jesse and Kyle they're proud of me, right? Whose opinion matters to you more? Mine or theirs?
Yeah, I got you. Yours. Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense.
But
people that care.
But then whose opinion matters more? Yours or mine? About you.
Mine.
So then you have to change your mindset because your opinion matters more than mine.
But I do find myself searching for like acceptance or justification from other people. Like,
I think we all.
I don't feel good about myself, so can you maybe make me feel a little bit better? Could you tell me something good?
I feel like I've already done that.
Yeah, I'm just telling. I look.
I
at
think
it
works
validation
both
in
ways,
other
man.
people.
I think the same thing, man. Like,
Yeah.
Especially from. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're good.
I look for validation for people that I feel like are in great shape because you care about yourself, because you take care of yourself, you put in the work, and it's crazy to me how my life has changed so drastically in my own personal life just because I go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how everything, work, family, finances, friends, for some reason, everything is falling into place just because I'm doing the hard shit in the gym. And why is that?
It's because your mindset's changing. Your mood is feeling uplifted. So then your motivations change and your energy levels change. So you're able to put more energy into more things. And then you're able to give more effort in those things, right? When you weren't lifting before, you didn't really want to do anything.
Oh, bro, it's time to sit on the couch.
Exactly. Right. But now you're moving. And so now that you're moving, you're like, oh shit, I feel good. I feel good about this. All right, I'm going to go do this now. Oh man, you know what? That felt great. I'm going to go do this now. Yeah. And then all these other things in your life are starting to improve because you are improving yourself and you're improving your mood, you're improving your mindset. And by doing that, it's improving everything else around you.
Yeah. But it's hard to take that first step to actually get into the gym. I don't know why that's so fucking...
Because the gym is scary. And it's because people have these assumptions that everybody's judging them. Right. I went and did a lift with my wife and one of our friends. Right. And my wife, for the first time, actually took her shirt off and was in a sports bra. And she's like, I feel like super vulnerable. So her friend's like, oh, here, let me help you with that. So she took hers off. And I was like, I'm super proud of that because you've seen Andy, right? She's beautiful. She should be happy about being confident enough to do that. She's just not. And so I felt proud of that. And it's because she was like, everyone's going to be judging me. I said, no one's looking at you. It doesn't matter.
It does blow my mind how often, like, I think somebody's looking at me or staring at me and they're not. That's what trips me out is like, I know I'm looking stupid right now. And then I'm looking around and I notice I'm the only one looking around.
Yeah.
That's weird. But
I do the same thing. Is like I'll do a movement. I'll be like, okay, I feel like someone's judging me right now, and I'll look around. No one's looking at me.
No, they really don't care
because they're there to lift.
Yeah,
they're there to do their thing and leave.
But I have had those assholes that
yes,
stare.
Of course.
Like one of those two fucking kids recorded me and they were making fun of me. And
right.
Shit. Like,
but those are those assholes, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have those assholes. Those are the ones, and those are the same ones that are also trolling for comments and likes on your TikTok and shit, right?
They're just saying time.
Yeah, exactly, right? So why would that matter if you're at the gym and you're lifting, you're improving yourself? Why would it matter to see douchebags like those two recording you?
It shouldn't.
Right. I know. Don't get me wrong. That initial thought is going to be there, right? That oh my god, this guy, right?
Point them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Oh yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah, bro.
Let me know.
Could you just flex on them?
Fuck yeah. Like, where you at, you weak bitch? Let's go.
They were skinny little dudes too, dude. They were just skinny fat kids.
Did you tell him? It'd be like, I will fucking eat you.
Yeah, it was really tough, man.
Come here, drumstick. Let's go.
No, I bet, dude. I think, to different extents, like you want to be validated physically.
Yeah.
Like what you're talking about, you want to feel like I want people to look and be like, man, that's awesome. And like me personally, I don't want to, probably because I'm not there. I don't really care if anyone validates me physically, but I want to be validated as a person and how I am and not what you think I am. And I think it's the same. It's kind of the same thing because you feel like you're being judged based on your size.
Yeah.
But you really don't know what the other person's thinking. Like, you're probably thinking, oh, this guy's a slob. And they're actually thinking like, man, that's very inspiring.
That dude's pulling 3 plates. Holy shit, I wish I could pull 3 plates.
That's what I see, yeah. When I see people, like, put up weight, I don't look at their size. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. That's just, it's, they're strong as shit.
Even though you can do it?
It doesn't matter.
Dude, no, I'm asking, does that make a difference? Like, does that... If I put up 3 plates and you put up 3 plates, is that still impressive that I did it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though you can do it?
Yeah. Not because I think I'm impressive. It's just the fact that it's being done.
But you can do it.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't understand that.
No, that does it like.
Don't get me wrong. I'd be like, oh yeah, me pressing 315. I'd be like, hell yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna see you press 315. I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, that's good.
But shouldn't it be expected?
No.
Why?
Because of
your
how
size.
I am and
no, I think it all depends how long you've been in the gym and what you've been working up to that. Like because if your goal is to get stronger, and the first day you walk in, you do 315, And then at the end of the year, that's as strong as you're going to get. Then I'll be like, come on.
Yeah.
You're not pushing yourself.
So me, 6'2", 460 pounds, 466. If I put up 315, I'm like, yeah, that's expected. If I see you put up 315, I'm like, holy shit.
Okay, I have a client who's 6'4", 406.
Yeah.
And he started pressing 75 pounds.
No.
The other day he pressed 135 for 5. That's fucking impressive. It's been a month.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like
that's impressive to me.
You know, like when you're the one that's like consistent, because I've had family members that want to work out with me, or just friends that I used to work with, and that's a perfect example because there was a guy that wanted to come start working out, so like, yeah, let's do it. Weighed about 375, about 5'11", 6 foot ish. I'm thinking, okay, I don't have to like legislate as far as like how much weight, like he should be able to do what I do. Yeah. That was my error, and this was like 7 years ago. And so I'll start off with 45. That's just what I do. And I was like, all right, your turn. He's like, all right, man, but I haven't lifted in a while. I'm like, you got this. No, he didn't. He didn't, because he just wasn't used to the movement. It's different. Like the balance is a big thing. So I was like, oh, okay. So we had to start with the bar so he can get used to how that feels and then start adding weight. He's probably doing like 15 pounds on each side, but that's just what it is, because you have to learn to do these things. It doesn't matter what you look like, how jacked you are. I'm sure he's stronger than I am. It doesn't matter what I look like, but when you work at something and you get the details down, and you continue to work at something, you're going to get to where you want to get to.
That was my point about those big dudes. They were pressing 70s for 12 and struggling. I was pressing 110 for 15.
Yeah.
And like it was nothing.
And that's incredible.
And this guy was, he's from like, I want to say like Barbados.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And he was like, dude, that was fucking impressive. And I asked him how tall he was. He's like 5'8", 220. And massively ripped. I expected him to be able to press. I was waiting for him to press like 150s. And then right before I went on vacation, they saw me lifting with my wife, and they were benching, dumbbell benching 110s. And all of them have at least 70 pounds on me. They're like, hey, bro, you want to hit this? And I was like, sure, why not? So I hit the 110 bench with them. And they were like, do you need a spot? And I said, no, I got it. And I started pressing it. They were so much bigger than me, and I was expecting so much more from them than what they showed me. And I realized that it's about effort given. Mm-hmm. It's not about the actual numbers.
Doesn't that go with what I just said, though? It's expected.
No. It's effort given. So if your effort was 315 to start, and his effort started off at 135 and is now at 315, doesn't matter. You guys are both now at 315. You're pressing the weight. But if you guys are giving the same effort, that's what matters. His 100% effort is 315. Your 100% effort is 315. And you gave 100%.
Yeah, dude. And then you also got to factor, like you were talking about, like doing those 20 pounds and how you had to add the weight of your arms. You also have to add how far the motion you got to go. You got longer arms. You got to go a little bit further than someone that has shorter arms. Mm. It's just what it is.
And so that's what I wanted this podcast for.
In CrossFit,
perspective, right?
Yeah. In CrossFit, they talk about tall person movements and short person movements. Tall person movements are things like the row machine, because you're able to get a longer pull. Short person movement would be deadlift, because you don't have very far to travel, right? From the time that you bend over to pick up that bar, it's already, the height is the same, the bar height, right? So then the shorter you are, the closer you are to that bar, the less you actually have to move, right?
Okay. It's perspective. I think that's good. I've never really thought about it, honestly.
Yeah. You're taller than I am, so your arms have to move further. So over time, your time under tension, as well as your strength, is still outlifting him. You guys could lift the exact same weight.
That's crazy. And you guys just know this?
I went to college for it.
He did, yeah. I'm just trial and error, man. I'm just like, and just watching and questions and just going through, you just go through the mud and you just learn that way. There are things that you learn by actively doing them consistently, But to say that I know it all, hell to the no.
Yeah.
I don't know
Not even
anything.
close.
I don't know anything in the gym right now, dude. And that's when I walk in there, it's always like going back to the store for the first time. And that's why I continue to go, because I'm just like, I have not even got close to where mentally knowing what the fuck I'm doing or what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah.
You know?
I asked some of my trainers for advice on some workouts.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be like, all right, I'm kind of getting stuck on this set. What do you think I should do? What would be a good one? Or I'll be like, hey, I have this workout. What do you think of it?
Yeah, that trips me out when you do that.
I ask him stuff, like, cause I don't assume. I don't act like I know it all, or I've been here 8 years and you're here for a year. Like I'm supposed. No, I'm like, dude. I ask him, I'm like, hey, does this look right?
He always asks me, what am I doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
And I'm.
Well, because there are things
But
that
it's always nothing.
But there are things that could be happening back here that I can't see, and I'm not going to sit here and try to lift and like look back at it while I'm trying to do some movements. No, having a second set of eyes is going to help, because then I'll be able to start improving myself, and then that will help me understand what I need to look for in you.
You know, when you know that you don't know shit in the gym is when you have a routine and you do the same things over and over again. Knowing damn well you're probably using 5% of the gym.
Yeah.
And you know, like, and everything's just like, if you're not going, and this is what I taught myself like a few years back, is like, if I'm not doing something that I hate, then I'm just working out. I'm not training. You know, I think there's a big difference. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, how'd your hamstrings feel after that?
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
And there's
You did a pyramid drop
here's
set
the
for
difference.
that. Ooh,
When you work out by yourself, you think like, okay, this is I'm working out hard. But sometimes you're realistic, and I'm like, something's not working. And he was like, all right, let's go. I'm gonna have you do some hamstring curls.
We were already in the locker room.
Yeah, get ready to go.
Leave, and he was like, I just don't feel it. I was like, all right, let's go. Let's I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had me do like hamstring curls with drop sets and just continuously go. That shit sucked.
Yeah.
And I didn't want any part of it. I got through it,
Yeah,
and with help. But guess what? I felt something afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like I had done it for the first time.
Yeah. Well, and that's like the forearm roll pyramid that I showed you too.
Bro. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I know. What you do is you start at the top of the stack with the forearm, with the two handles, and you literally just forearm roll for 10, then you move it down one, and then down another one, and down another one. You keep hitting 10, 10, 10 for like 5 of them, and then you work your way back up.
Nice.
You do one set,
nuts.
but
I got to do that. I love doing forearms, so I need
By the
something
time
to
you
do.
get back up and it's only 10 pounds, just the one plate, you're like crying.
Good.
It's ridiculous.
Right now I say good, but yeah, I want that.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff that I strive for too.
In the video after I finished, he goes to like knuckle bust me. I was like, "Fuck you."
No, fuck you. He was like, "Get out of my face."
I don't want it. So you felt it?
I couldn't even lift this leg back anymore without weight. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, because for some reason I have more trouble with my right leg than the left leg as it pertains to curls. There's like some blockage or something, or it's just not strong enough. But yeah, like when I was done, I just like being in the locker room doing that. I couldn't fucking do it. I was
So it
like,
worked.
what the fuck? Oh yeah, dude.
All right, hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell to
dude, the thing
yeah.
is that we all have something to learn, and
Yeah.
we all have something to teach.
Yeah.
So I do look for, your help in the gym as well as you look for mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd look for Jesse's help in the gym. I expect he'd look for mine as well. And that's why I ask my trainers, and I tell my trainers all the time, is that we all have something to teach each other. You should start shadowing the other trainers, because there's something that they're going to teach you to learn.
Yeah.
And I encourage that all the time. I look around and I look at other people lifting, because I'll be like, oh shit, I never thought about to do it that way. Right.
Yeah.
And I love learning that shit.
Yep.
And they don't, most of them will be like, oh, I didn't know if I was doing it right. I'll be like, I don't know, but it looks great. And it looks like it fucking sucks. I want to try it.
Yeah.
And so we all have something to learn. That's what I love about
And don't
fitness.
don't be afraid to try to do shit. Because I when I see someone do a lift that I've never done before, it's really like, it's scary to do it, and because you think everyone's looking at you, because you look a certain way as well, and like, you should be able to do that. But if you've never done it before, you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And you want to kind of wait when no one's around. So I get it.
Well, my problem is like I'm constantly on like Instagram and constantly on YouTube trying to find out new exercises and ways to do it. And a lot of these exercises that I look at, I'm like, man, I bet those would really be great. But I would look so silly in that position. I would look so gross. I'm worried about how I'm going to look and how I'm going to feel that I just completely skip it. And I do what you just said. I use the same 5, 6 machines every day over and over just because I'm afraid of what I'm going to look like. Also, there's a lot of stuff that I can't even fit into. I just can't do that position just because I'm too big to do it. But I'm also even afraid to just try it just of how I would look. You know what I mean? I feel like one of the biggest things that holds me back from being so strong in the gym is I'm afraid my shirt's going to come up. I'm always afraid that my shirt's going to come up, that you're going to see my skin. So you'll see me in the gym. I know you've seen me. I know you've seen me. I'm constantly fixing my shirt and pulling it down and shrugging and this and that.
I'm the same way.
Well, so I decided to stop. And today, I literally decided to stop today. This would have never been open like this. And I would have never sat back so slumped because you'd see my stomach, you'd see my thighs, I'd look but now I'm just like, you know what, this is who I am, this is not who I want to be, and I'm working on fixing that. So I need to change my mentality to what.
And that's why I'm proud of you, is because you know who you are. You know it's not who you want to be right now, but that's okay. Still be you,
Yeah.
And you're improving. You know that you're improving, so you're working on it. You're giving effort.
Yeah.
That's why I'm proud of you.
Well, thanks.
Proud of you, boo-boo.
Oh, baby girl, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. All you can do is your best. That's it.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should leave everybody off with.
And get rid of the word try. Either
What do you
do or
mean?
you don't. You do or you don't. There's no try. Just you do or you don't.
Yoda, but I'm saying you gotta fucking, you gotta try.
No, you do or you don't. There's no try.
Okay.
You either did it or you didn't do it.
Okay. I tried to do it though.
But if
And
you did it, you didn't. You just did
Did you
it.
do it?
No.
Then you didn't
Then
do
you
it.
didn't do it.
All right. Fuck you guys.
I mean, that's just me. I'm not trying to. I tell my son that all the time. Like,
Yeah.
either you did it or you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Trying is kind of like giving yourself an excuse as to why you weren't able to do it.
Damn. That's true. That is true. You're giving yourself that way out. At least I can say I tried. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, not to like go off on a tangent, but that's like anything. When you have like a plan B, guess what's going to happen?
Right.
Your plan B.
Right.
Every time. So
Yeah.
just have a plan A and just go.
That's why they say, like, if you're going to take the island, burn the ships. That way there's no way out. You have to take the island.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
We've been going for an hour and a half. You guys ready to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, and the good thing is it didn't feel that way. you
No.
know?
No, not at all.
You know, so it was fun, you know. And I hope we can continue to do this and continue to grow, man. Like, this is awesome.
Well, I know you said a lot of stuff that that will help people because it helped me, and I know the same thing about you. And so people are gonna watch this, and I'm gonna throw, like I said, I'm gonna throw it out on my TikTok.
But also, what you're saying is helping people too, because it's helping them understand that you're also going through the same things, and so they're able to connect with you and go, okay, I understand what Garrett's saying. Here's what Kyle and Jesse are saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, you guys both helped me today for simple things, because like when you're talking about like your wife not wanting, she felt like overly exposed, right? And he's talking about like, I don't want my belly to show or whatever. I like, and I'm like that. It's very, you will never see me with a cutoff shirt ever.
Yeah.
I don't judge anyone that does. If you got it, show it. And people are like, why don't you? And I don't feel comfortable. I
Are
don't.
you wearing it underneath?
Yeah.
Dude.
That's what I went to the gym in today.
And you know, we all have those things. Like, I don't feel comfortable wearing, like, showing my arms. I just don't.
I didn't feel comfortable doing it for a very long time, and I think
Yeah.
that's why I started doing it more. Is because once I started to feel comfortable with myself, I
Yeah.
was like, okay, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, no, you're right. And if I'm at
Be
home,
okay
I
with
walk
it.
around with my shirt off if I'm at home.
Yeah.
But that's me, you know. But once I just, unless I'm at like the water park, obviously, you know. But like,
Not me. Not me. I'd wear a fucking hoodie to the water park if I could. I would. That shit's terrifying, bro. It's so scary to be fucking vulnerable, man.
It is.
Especially when you hate yourself.
Yeah.
Because I know what I think about me. I can only imagine what other people are saying. Because I say some pretty evil shit.
I think you love yourself, dude.
But then again, does their opinion matter? Is there a guaranteed?
Should.
Is it a guarantee that you're going to see them the next day
No.
and they're going to go, "Hey, I remember you. You're that guy."
No. Well, you never know. Today's day and age, everybody's got a fucking cell phone. Everybody loves to fucking tear people up online.
So fucking what?
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So
You know,
what?
if someone thinks something about you, that's their problem. It's not yours.
It still hurts. That doesn't change it from hurting.
They're just
Yeah, if
projecting.
you-
They're projecting their own insecurities on you.
Yeah. If you want a relationship with that person, then it sucks.
Yeah, that's
If you want to have some sort of friendship, then it sucks. But if they're just random people, then that's, whatever.
Fuck them.
Exactly, man. They're having deeper issues to have to like say or think about anyone else in a negative way. It's just
Yeah.
you're in a different light, man. You can't
Yeah.
don't fall into those traps.
Yeah.
And those are like you're gonna get these tests, man, as you continue to go to see are you mentally getting stronger
Yeah.
because those things don't matter because you already know where you're gonna go.
Yeah.
That's it.
true.
And you don't hate yourself. You love yourself because you're doing something about it. If you hated yourself, you'd be on the couch right now eating Cheetos.
I hate the way I look. That's why I'm doing something about it.
Okay.
It's
But
the
that's
same
not. That's
thing.
not. No, it's not. That's not
Yeah.
hating yourself.
It's
hate-
not how.
No, hating yourself is giving up and saying, "I'm not getting off this couch. Bring me my fucking Cheetos."
Mm-hmm.
You obviously don't hate yourself because you want to change it.
I get what you're
You
saying.
you
You're
care
right.
you care enough about yourself to do something about it.
Yeah, I don't even know why I said that then. I don't hate myself.
No,
You don't.
You're right. You're right. I don't
You
even know
wouldn't
why I
do
said
this
it.
show if you hated yourself.
That's just
dude.
insecurities coming through.
Exactly.
That's just me being. Hey,
You're being open.
Well, and that's why we're here to help you change that mindset too.
And I don't know if there's. I'll be honest. I don't know if there's anybody that's as open about how they really fucking feel than me as far as being a big guy. Because most people want to hide and show something. I'm like, no. Today I don't fucking feel good about myself, and this is why, and this is what I'm doing to change it. And I want you guys to know that you can come and do it with me.
Well, and that's why we feel like you're a solid dude is because you have opened up about it.
Yeah.
You used to be shy about it, and now you're like, no, fuck that. Why does it matter? Why does it matter?
And
right?
I
and
always
everybody else
hate it.
should feel the way I feel. Everybody else should feel this way. Everyone else should feel comfortable enough to talk about themselves.
Yeah. I always hit it by trying to be the toughest guy and the most hateful guy, and I was rude, and I was trying to mask what I was really feeling, But now
Right.
I'm just like, I didn't like living my life angry. I didn't like living my life tough, knowing that at home I feel me.
And here's the thing is that because you now feel you no longer project your insecurities on other people.
Right.
That's why when someone sees you in a different light and they want to laugh and they want to make fun of you, it's because they're still so insecure about themselves that they have to try to find a reason to hate on somebody else in order to shift their focus from what's going on in their own mind, so that way they can distract themselves for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, that I couldn't have said it better. That's exactly what it is. That's really what it is.
So you're no longer projecting your insecurities on other people, and so then that's changing your mood.
And that's what my journey's about.
Yes.
Once I make it, you better believe my hand's gonna be out, being like, "Come with me. Let me
Exactly.
Show you, let me show you what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Let me teach you."
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Keep doing it.
We're all three teachers in this room, just differently,
Yeah.
just different.
Yeah.
Spiritual, physical, mental.
Mental.
It's all the same though.
Yeah.
We're the same coin. It's just different sides of it. And we're gonna do some fucking healing, and we're gonna be able to teach some knowledge. I really think.
Yeah.
I truly believe that.
Drop a knowledge bomb in this room.
Bro, I'm being serious, man. It's gonna be fucking good.
Yeah, man. I'm excited.
It's gonna be good, and people are gonna get a lot out of this because I'm getting a lot out of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of feel good. It's
Yeah.
just,
And just a way to decompress. Like, hey, man.
Yeah.
people need that space to just talk about things they won't talk about because they don't feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I was saying earlier, whether it's all three of us and a guest or two of us and a guest or whatever, when you have these kind of conversations, you're able to, they will feel like, okay, I can talk about this.
Yeah.
Because they have their things going on, they're talking about it and they're being real. This is my space to be real. And that can do a lot for people. Like, you're the voice for the voiceless right now.
Yeah.
For those that don't feel like they're able to get to a certain, because they're just too far behind the eight ball.
Yeah.
That's their thought.
Yeah.
And it works in different aspects and sizes, and it's just
And that's what I'll do with new people, with people that I've known for a long time. I'll come in and I'll show you everything about me. I'll show you the things that I'm most afraid of, so that it's okay. You can do it too if you want to.
Yeah.
I will make myself the projection of everything that I'm feeling, just so that you know whatever you're feeling, you're okay.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I feel like that's what I bring. I think it comforts people too to know that you can be open about how you feel.
Yeah.
You fucking feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
Feel that shit, man.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Fucking feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's what I do.
Yeah. That's what it is, man.
That's what I fucking do. I think it's gonna be good.
I think so too. I'm excited.
Okay.
Hands in right now or what? 1, 2, 3.
Just to like kind of leave it on like a non-serious note.
All right, take us
I know
out.
you guys are married. All right. I'm assuming. Celebrity crush right now.
Yeah.
Female though.
Oh. Oh, yeah. That was good.
Female one?
It has to
Tom
be
Hardy.
female. I'm just
Tom
saying
Hardy.
because hey.
I was.
Hold on. Is it scary that all 3 of us were gonna go Tom Hardy?
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Do you want to go to karate?
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
right next door.
Yeah, I was gonna say Venom. So just like, yeah, listen.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Celebrity crush female? You go first. Let
Yeah.
me think.
No, that's how this works.
All right, you go first.
I asked the question, so
Because I want to pick a good one. I don't want to regret it later.
Emma Watson.
you'll regret it either way.
I love
You'll
Emma
find
Watson.
someone else.
I do too. She is.
I've loved her
she's.
since I was a kid.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I got an embarrassing story to
I've
tell
had a
you.
huge crush on her, like basically my whole life. But she's so smart. She's super independent, and she. I remember when she was trying to be cast as Hermione. She walked in and she was like, "I already read the books. I already know what I want to do," and so she literally was Hermione before Hermione.
I went online one time.
Wait.
I went online one
shit.
time, and I emailed her manager to see if I could. Like, I was gonna pay like $200 to just sit down and talk with her, and just like I reached out to her.
Dude, that would be awesome.
I
That's
really
cool.
did. I love her so much.
Emma Watson's so awesome.
Damn, you guys are gonna have to
Like
share.
even like so there was like a Return to Hogwarts special. Like I haven't seen it yet
On HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
really wanting to see it. I'm going to pretty soon. But apparently they did like a throwback photo and they put up a picture of Emma Roberts instead of Emma Watson.
Oh, no.
And she still posted on her Instagram and she goes, "I was not this cute," and then tagged Emma Roberts in it.
Wow.
Who are you gonna say?
Who am I gonna say?
Yeah.
For me,
Who's your celebrity crush?
it was a toss-up between two. Now, when I was younger, it was Penelope Cruz, like 15 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
That
Okay.
was just, I was just like, wow.
You talking like Vanilla Sky?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. That's that in that time frame,
Okay.
dude. I was looking for her everywhere. Like
Yeah.
wherever I would go, I was like, "Where's this girl at?" You know.
All right.
But like nowadays, it's a toss-up. I don't know if I can do that, but Olivia Wilde.
Who's that?
Well, I can't. Who is that? I can show you a picture.
What has she
She's
been
an
in?
actress.
She an actress? Okay, what does she do?
Yeah.
She's just sexy as shit, dude. I mean, she's beautiful.
But what has she been in?
I couldn't tell you like an actual movie.
The only one that I know of that I can remember is Year One.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Jack-
which one's she?
So she was the princess.
Damn, I don't remember.
So she
Yeah.
was the one that was like, "I'm not eating because there's so many people starving."
I suck with movie titles, but also the movie where like and I suck with actors' names and stuff. But where like they switch bodies, the two guys.
Oh,
and one's-
Change Up?
Is it Change Up?
I think so.
Like
With
Friday?
with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds and then the main guy from Ozark.
Yeah.
And these guys are awesome, dude. I suck with names.
Yeah. I keep wanting to say Jason Sudeikis, but that's no, because he's in.
No, it is
it's-
Jason something.
Yeah, Bateman.
Jason Bateman. And she's like
American Pie?
she's no.
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 The Change Up. The movie The Change Up.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
fuck
And she's
no.
like the secretary. Or Scarlett Johansson. Those are my two.
Overrated, bro.
Oh, that's
For me.
good. I won't have challenge
Overrated.
competition for hers.
For me.
Right? Yeah, I feel you.
I don't know. Who's my... I don't want to pick Emma Watson because you picked Emma Watson. I asked you guys to go first, and now I'm going last. And I want to pick... I've had so many throughout the years, dude.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
It was Kim Kardashian for such a long time.
It was never Kim
It was
Kardashian
Jennifer
for
Love
me.
Hewitt. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I never had a thing for Kim Kardashian.
Ever?
No.
Never.
Oh,
No.
Ever.
I loved her
No.
with all my heart, and she loved me back, man.
Yeah, no. I never had a thing for any of the Kardashians.
Mm-mm.
Let me Selma Hayek. I would go with like a Selma Hayek.
I love Selma
Okay.
Hayek.
But like Dusk Till Dawn, Selma Hayek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
obviously.
Or Fools Rush In, Selma Hayek.
Oh, dude.
Mhm.
I'll take
Yeah.
Grown Up Selma Hayek. Like, she's just beautiful.
I'll take Eternal Selma
Dude,
Hayek.
she's so
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she,
Amazing. Desperado.
yeah,
Ooh. Come on.
like, I think she's immortal. There's a few actresses like that are Jennifer Aniston, J-Lo.
Oh, yeah.
where they
Jennifer
just, they keep, their age
Topanga.
grows. Oh, yeah.
Topanga, you talked about her last time.
Did you
Oh,
really?
my God. Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
I love that show,
Topanga,
man.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
I love her. I can't help it. She did Maxim. Remember she was on Maxim? She was on the cover of Maxim magazine.
Dude, even when she did Girl Meets World, like, as
I didn't watch that.
as an adult, according to Pango, it's their daughter, right? So,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
she's still gorgeous.
I'm going to change mine. Not Selma Hayek. I would go Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish with all my heart.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I
Yeah,
don't know
there's
why.
something about her,
Okay.
you know, like
I don't know why.
respect.
I like that she did the baggy clothes for so long because
But as soon as
she wanted to make a point that
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter what you look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now
It doesn't matter what you look like.
It don't matter.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
full circle, whatever.
Don't matter.
I love that.
Don't matter.
Maybe that's why you like Billie Eilish, is because
She's my spirit animal.
There's something about it. There's something there. You know, yeah.
maybe because you're the bad guy.
All right. I'm out. I'm calling it.
Hell yeah.
Later, y'all.
Peace.